Oh, I've been waiting for this one. Hey guys, Lego Master 365 here, and welcome to a brand new review. And this is a review that we've all been waiting for. You saw the title, you know what we're doing. We're gonna be looking at okay. I haven't even opened up the box yet. I really just want to really get the real reaction of the train. Yeah, so we know what's in here. We're gonna be opening up the brand new Bachmann Daisy. And there's a plane. There's always a plane. Every time I record, there's always a plane. You don't hear it, but there's always a plane. I'm so excited. We are going to be opening this up now. I'm really, really excited. I got my trusty, dusty box cutter to open up the box. You're going to see me do it live as I struggle. I am beyond excited to finally see this train. I pre-ordered this from Train World about 6 months ago, maybe more. I don't really exactly remember. I saw it shipped yesterday and it arrived today. How awesome is that? And oh, I see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? What's it say? It's just the usual cast. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the brand new Bachmann Daisy, announced in 2019, 2020, something like that, and finally released in 2022. She's finally here. I can't see any issues from the box, that I know of at least. Everything looks printed correctly. Her eyes don't seem to be wonky. Her printing seems to be alright. So without any further ado, let's take her behind me onto the table and we will do a full review of this train. Let's do it. Okay guys, please pardon the mess that is my desk. Here she is, the Bachmann Daisy, electrically operated with moving eyes, you know, the usual gig. You know, there's really nothing different about the box, it's just one of their larger boxes they use for their tenor engines. Like Gordon, Henry, and Emily, and Spencer, you know, the usual list. They have the usual list of characters on here. Daisy is also now listed here. Item number, what is she? 58820, if any of you are interested in the item code for her. And also there's Busy Bee James and Origins James, if you guys are interested in those. But yeah, there's the whole list of characters that they're showing off on the list. The usual cast on the back. And they also still have this logo. I don't know why they still use that logo, it's interesting. And the Brit one too. They still have the Brit logo too as well. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get into this. Gonna use the same trusty dusty box knife, or box cutter. Gonna be extremely careful around the edges. You know what? Yeah, we'll just go for it. I'm usually careful. I don't know how much more is really necessary. You can, yeah, pull her out. There we go. There's a second tray. There's a second tray. That's interesting. And it was on the bottom. Was it? No, it feels like it's supposed to be on top. That's weird. I don't know where the second tray came from, but either way, here she is. Are you ready? I don't know how I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna pull her, no. Buffers? Yeah, oh, she's long, okay. There we go. Oh wow, she has a slight bit of weight to her. Okay. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts on the engine off the bat. We haven't seen a bogie engine yet in the Bachmann Thomas range. This is the first one, which is very interesting. She has her back bogie is the powered one, so this one's the one that's connected to the motor. Which means that the gear train runs entirely through the body up to the face mechanism. I think I remember myself saying I was going to expect that, but that seems really dumb on Bachmann's part. Like, yeah, now they have a nice long gear train so the eyes are geared nicely, but that seems very stupid to have a huge gear train, and I feel like that's really going to affect the motor's performance, and it might not do the engine well. I'm trying to think. The green is very pretty, I have to say. It's a very nice, it's a lime green, which maybe not everyone will like, but I think it is very pretty. You see this side? Yep. All right, about the same. The bogey is interesting because it's actually, the bogey pieces themselves are matte plastic instead of the rest of them being glossy. As you can see, you can see the lamp and the reflection of the body here. You do not see that on here. So yeah, this is a matte finish, while everything else is glossy, which is interesting. There is molded springs though, and axle boxes, which is nice. There is some like molded under frame detail in this little box area here. There are some like batteries, I guess, or like crates and stuff. There are actually X's in here, that's interesting. And it's just the exact same on the other side, just flipped around. This one, this bogey is powered, you can see, I don't know if you can see them, but there are, you can kind of see the reflection there. You can see that it is powered, so at least she will have picking up. Her couplers are the longer ones. They look a bit longer than usual, but I could be wrong. I'm deliberately avoiding the topic that everyone is screaming at right now because I just want to point out some other things about the model. Nameboard still empty like it was in the show, I believe it was. Very minimal makeup, and it is... It's pixelated. There's no other way to describe the makeup. It is pixelated, and I don't know if that will come across on camera. I'll see if I can get some pictures and put them up with this. But yeah, the makeup is pixelated, which is interesting. But yeah, other than that, her face is beautifully printed. There's a lot of eyelash detail. The eyebrows are printed perfectly. The eyes are almost looking like they're looking slightly down. I'm keeping her out of frame, I'm sorry. I'm really excited to see this train, so, you know. Backside, again, same situation, you know, no printed thing. But all her lamps, I will point this out, they are all 3D physical pieces because she's a new model. This is their status quo for the new models. Older models, if they do redo them, they will be printed, but for newer models, their back lamps will always be printed, physical things. So don't worry about Ryan, he'll be fine. The silver on the roof is very nice, but it is, and I can't avoid it anymore, the silver on the roof is the same as the windows. The windows are blocked off, and everyone is very divided on this. I will say, it might just be the lighting in my room, but it looks a lot better in person than it does in pictures. It looks, for some angles, like this looks blue, others this looks really bright and reflective. I think in person it looks better, but it does look a bit weird with the roof being the same silver as the windows. I personally don't care about the windows being not see-through, because if memory serves me correctly, that's how they were in the CGI series. I could be wrong though, so I'll take a quick look. I mean, they're like 50-50. Like, you can kind of... Yeah, there's a bit of, like, in-cab detail that you can see. Alright, yeah, so they were not opaque in the CGI series, but they definitely were not completely see-through. So yeah, Daisy has this, and of course, everyone, in case you don't realize it, the reason they are blocked off is because of the moving eye mechanism. If you were to see the whole, if the windows were see-through, there would not be any detail because of where the motor is planted back here, going all the way over to the eye mechanism. I'm not going to open it up right now, but I'm sure if I look in the instructions, and I will look after I finish filming this little bit, there will be a huge motor mechanism, and I'm kind of scared to look at the instructions to see what this will look like. Either way, let me get her, and let me get the rest of the Farquhar crew out so we can see all the Farquhar engines together for the first time ever, because I doubt anyone else has done a review on Daisy yet, because I don't know this for sure, but I believe I'm the first person I've seen who has posted Bachmann Daisy, so I could be the first person to own the Bachmann Daisy, which would be really cool. But I don't know that for sure, so if you got yours before me, feel free to brag about it. I am posting this the day after I got the model. I got it on Friday. I'm aiming to post this on Saturday. So yeah, here is the entire Farquhar branch crew to get, right? This is the whole branch crew, right? Yes. Right? Yes. This is the whole crew. This is the whole crew, right? I'm second guessing myself. I believe this is the whole crew. And if you don't count Bill and Ben and like the later stuff, yeah, this is the whole crew. So, this is the entire Farquhar branch line modeled in Bachmann, which is awesome in my opinion. I think it's really cool to see the whole thing. And also, you know, we have like a Birdie and, you know, Harold and Terrence, but yeah, you know, you have the whole crew too. Ow. But yes, here she is. I'm so excited to finally have this engine. Despite all of her flaws, she also has the white buttons. It's really pretty. Despite all of the flaws that anyone would have with this engine, I am absolutely stoked to finally have Daisy, just finally have her in person. It's so awesome to finally, after, what, if it was 2019, like 3 years of waiting for this engine to finally come out, 2 to 3 years of waiting for this engine to finally come out, she's finally here. And I am so incredibly excited. If I'm correct, or if memory serves me correct, this is the first time we have seen Daisy in merchandise since 2006. That is insane, that in 2022 we finally have new Daisy merchandise. And yeah, it might be the CGI series, not the classic series, but honestly, it's awesome we can have Daisy in any way, shape, or form in 2022 in new merchandise. So, I'm just gonna put these other guys off to the side so we can really examine, well, not examine, but you know, really show off the newbie. Welcome, Daisy, to my NWR fleet. It's awesome to finally have you in this collection. So, without any further ado, let's take her for a test run. Obviously no train because she doesn't need one and she never will want one. Let's go take her down to the layout and see how she performs. Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing on here? That's weird. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching this review on Daisy. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the like button. I'm going to be doing more reviews in the future, and I'm also going to be using Daisy in future videos. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go check out some of my other videos. There are links all over the place. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.